According to sociologists, spreading the LGBT ideology has a huge impact on children, convincing them that they can choose who they want to be, a boy or a girl or someone else, can result in children losing their self-confidence. But hardly anyone realizes it today. For instance, in the United States, a person applying for a passport may select the gender between male and female or an X-gender option. And a Canadian father was sentenced to 6 months in prison for opposing his daughter's gender transition. But psychologists claim that this has a profound effect on children and their future.
I realize there are such people out there. I've seen and known these people who fervently yearn and feel themselves to be in a foreign body of opposite gender. But those were individual cases that happened without any propaganda or coercion. But heading out to the streets and simply shouting, "So who else is with us?" and to promote and invite, I think this is completely wrong. Going against nature is wrong, but at the same time, every quality of nature has exceptions to the rules. So naturally, we have men, women, and a number of individuals with feminine traits among men and those with masculine traits among women. They are out there, on the borderline. There are psychological nuances. There's a lot going on. It has to be examined. Meaning examined, not merely by Freud, but also by taking into consideration other possibilities and laws. Every instance has to be evaluated anew.
Do you think that environment, that pressure, can affect a healthy child who's going through natural stages of development?
It absolutely can.
It can, after all.
Absolutely. We know that the environment shapes children. A child can go to school and get convinced of anything. And he will begin to
think that's how it is, right?
Of course.
And you think it's possible to convince one?
Without a doubt.
So he's even capable of changing his nature?
It's possible to convince a child of anything, for him to want to change his nature.
That's scary.
Of course. And that's the whole point. A perfectly healthy child without any sort of proclivities for the opposite sex, meaning that he'd be willing to undergo gender change, may come to the conclusion that he has to do it because he can't be inferior to others, superior to others, or stand out among them, and so on. He needs their approval. He will do whatever it takes.
How do we reconcile it so that everything aligns with nature?
Nature will straighten us out, step by step.
Really?
Of course.
So we're bound to reach some sort of dead end here?
Naturally.
And even here we have to, oh my.
Otherwise we won't learn.
Look how nature is continuously guiding us through various paths, and each one results in a dead end. It amazes me. Every corporeal path eventually leads to a dead end.
Only so.
Can't it just whisper something to us or tell us, what are you doing?
No, we're not sensitive to this. People do not hear this.
So you think this too will result in some sort of dead end?
A logical conclusion.
Your advice then?
My advice is to simply advocate for the right choice. Whoever does not have such inclination naturally should be kept as much as possible in their own
in a healthy, natural state of being.
Healthy state of being, yes.